I hear that you're somewhere in the British Empire right now.
That's correct. Yeah, I'm in Bristol in southwest England. That's where I live.
Wow.
Well,
Well,
live, we'll say.
yeah. Your life as an adventurist, documentarian is just, I'm envious because not only do you get to work with the best equipment ever, with Disney Plus and Discovery and all of that, but you are just, a great host for all of this.
Oh, well, that's very kind. Thank you very much.
In this new series, Epic Adventures, um, you're showing us also the warts, in putting together documentaries. Um, are you a little nervous about what people are going to see, or is it just all in fun?
I think it's all good fun, right? I think what combining the epic wildlife events with the behind the scenes does is I just think it makes it very real.
Hmm.
And that means it makes the animals very real. In that I could tell you that one of the fin whales in the Antarctic episode was 90 feet long, but actually, how big is that? Well, the moment you see me next to the whale, suddenly that makes it very clear. So there's that side of things, and then there's of course all of the fun as well. And yeah, we don't shy away from mistakes. I think it's important to embrace mistakes, embrace failure. And we even have an episode all about failing. So the dolphin episode,
Mhm.
yeah, our goal is to go after a super pod of spinner dolphins, 5 or even 10,000 strong, and we don't find them. And I think that's really important to talk about because you scroll through someone's Instagram feed and you think they're always winning.
Yeah.
But the reality is that's not how it works with Mother Nature. That said, you know the show every episode has to be amazing. And so while Mother Nature says we're not going to give you that, she gave us something else, which in my opinion was beyond our wildest dreams, spectacular.
Yeah, I think that's really the core of nature documentary making is don't expect anything, but expect everything.
Exactly, exactly. Could I get that printed on a t-shirt?
Yes, we'll both do that. Yeah.
Perfect.
And again, I mean, the photography is so strikingly beautiful, even during the mistakes. I mean, you're waiting for penguins to come by, you're waiting for this, seals are biting you on the head, and yet it all looks terrific.
Oh, well, good. That's very kind. I think there's just in terms of TV styles.
Yeah.
When it comes to the wildlife, in my opinion, everything needs to be beautiful, and so it means that the viewer is not thinking about the hand of the camera person; they're thinking about the animals and the behavior they're seeing. That said, with the behind the scenes, I think sometimes if it's a bit rough and ready, that sort of adds to the messiness of it all. But yeah, all of the people that I have filming me are really great camera people. I mean, the guy that filmed the Antarctica episode, Will West, he was an absolute master at being able to have a camera on his shoulder in the roughest weather. While I was ready to just throw up everywhere, he'd just keep on trucking with his eye down the viewfinder. I don't know how he did it.
Well, that all goes to this crew that you have following you, and they're just amazing people in and of themselves. I mean, they're incredible at their jobs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very fortunate to have these incredible wildlife encounters, and that's always going to be my favorite part because I love animals. But yeah, being surrounded with such an incredible team, not just on location. Back in Bristol, WildStar Films is the production company. We have a massive, amazing team that are great fun to work with. And in the field, the thing that I love about this series is that when you're filming a normal wildlife documentary, you would work with scientists and experts. But because it's all about the animals, they don't get any screen time.
Yeah.
Whereas our format allows us to chat with them and show them doing their thing. I mean, Lee Hickmott, who is the whale scientist in the Antarctic episode, he's a badass. Like he goes around with crossbows, shooting out of little zodiacs in big waves to help figure out where these whales go and ultimately figure out how we can look after them. Like normally we couldn't show that, but this format allows us to do that, and it allows us to show the threats that these animals face, because I think it's important to talk about that. That our natural world isn't this lovely Garden of Eden, unfortunately, but we can also celebrate the positive good news stories, wildlife bouncing back and all that good stuff.
I would imagine that every one of these you've been on has been an education. And what did you learn from this last series?
Yeah, Tony. I mean, I follow the adage that every day's a school day. There's always something to learn, and even if you think someone that you're working with isn't very good, there's still something to learn. You're learning how not to do things. So yeah, you just have to be like a giant sponge. I think the key thing that I learned on this series is, as we've already discussed, Mother Nature has a great way of going, no, no, you had plans, forget your plans. But I also learned that if you are persistent and passionate and work with great people and really read the animal behavior, get in tune with the natural world, Mother Nature will gift you things that you could never imagine.
Yeah, there is that old saying, as we make plans and Mother Nature laughs.
Exactly, perfect. Another t-shirt for both of
Yeah, we'll
us.
just make t-shirts from now on. What's your next gig? What are you up to next?
So now we are actually filming season 2 of Epic Adventures
Oh,
already, which is very exciting. And I can't say too much about what we're filming because Mickey Mouse will come after me. But what I can say is that when we finished filming season 1 and National Geographic and Disney saw it and they said we'd like a season 2, I was pretty worried because we've set a pretty high bar in terms of wildlife encounters on season 1. But I'm pleased to say that so far filming's going very well, and we're raising the bar, I think. So yeah, all's going well.
well, terrific. And I mean, it's hard to raise the bar after this particular, first season. And it, like I said, it's so funny, so endearing, and yet so very, very human. Even the way that the animals are presented are very, I'm not saying it's anthropomorphic. It's just they all have personalities, and you do your best to show us that.
Oh, well, thank you, Tony. That's very kind.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day and congratulations.
Thank you very much. Good to chat.
Bye bye.